I'm starting the recording.
Yeah.
So let's just start off with dark stuff, eh? I'm using Castellax Bronze. So I told because you were late.
Yeah.
We're gonna undercoat, and then we're gonna use shades to see if we can make the reflections on the metallics look like TMM. Basically, that's the whole idea behind this.
Godverdamme.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it. No, go for it. Go for it.
Just give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using Castellax Bronze, but you can also use what's the other one? The black one, Warplock Bronze, I believe. No.
I have neither of those.
What you could do is try and mix in a little black and brown into your metallic and see how that color goes. You can mix them in without any issues. It's just that you gotta test it. What the outcome is of the painting, the paint.
The paint.
I used to have a pot of it, but I think here it is. Yes, Warplock Bronze, which is like a darker metallic, and we'll put that to all the undersides of all the metallics, and we'll just be undercoating it. So this is the one I'm using. Shabam. And I'll just show you guys how I apply it, yes. We are actually getting good weather this and next week, duim gezicht.
Is it?
Yeah. It's already 21 degrees here and no wind at this moment.
Lucky you guys.
It was 97 the other day for me. Fahrenheit, obviously.
97 is about like 26
30
degrees.
something.
30 something? Jesus Christ.
Yes.
So basically what we're going to do again is we're going to look at the light source, which is basically these two giant rods that are ready for the, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to apply the darker shades. Basically, because there's this like really sharp divide in the middle. We'll just be applying it to the bottom first. And I painted the whole set because metallics upon metallics tend to help each other like pop off as well. So if you're ever doing metallics, like I don't know, combination of gold and whatnot, you can just paint it over any silvers that you have.
I'll have to hop off because the baby's calling.
No way, Gray. Really?
Yeah.
Alright, my man. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Have a good evening. Berman, how are you doing, man?
Good.
Nice.
Are coming noises from my microphone all the time?
Always. But
No, I'm asking. Because
Yeah.
I have a green thing around my picture. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I wasn't joking. You will almost always have background noise.
Okay, sorry.
Apology accepted. You are good. For the hand guard, because it's an oval shape, you basically like have to make like a line, almost. And we'll just paint the bottom part. And with like a lot of this type of stuff, there's no looking for perfection. We're basically just jotting down the idea of what the reflections would do. And we can always come back to, you know, recover stuff and whatnot. And I'm just doing this bit because anything below that should be like full in the shadows. Full in the shadows, yeah. If you have a small enough brush, you're gonna want to do this little bit here as well. Just make it a little bit darker. Un petit peu. And then over here as well. Because we're basically looking at, we're breaking down the shapes into circles, spheres, cylinders, and whatnot. And this is just sketching down all that jazz. So basically these are just le shadows. Did you manage to mix those colors, Darth?
Working on it, but now I can see a little bit from the color that you have on your palette where I need to work to.
Okay. Well, in general, it's just darker. Colors really don't matter. You can get a lot of visual interest if you use like a different color than black. But, you know, just in order to get used to the whole thing.
I have darkened my parts now with Balthasar Gold with Agrex over it to darken it
Oh,
even
yeah. Oh,
further.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. Good one.
Wait, I'll put on the camera so you can see it.
This is also basically what I'm trying to achieve. Like, there's no cut and dry answers, but just getting you guys to experiment yourselves will help you gain the toolkit and knowledge to, and the confidence to just start experimenting yourself. Oh my dear lord, that thing is actually Tiny Maddie. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But he looks good though.
I'll write up some actual feedback
Yeah.
later.
I don't know if you can see it on the cam, but
I wasn't watching. Give me a second.
it's quite a difference between the top and the bottom. At least if you look at it in real life, but
Yeah, this is basically what you want.
everything on like his armor and stuff here below is dark as well, since the sabers are coming from top and you don't see it. So I've darkened everything down, just the top. Everything on top with the shoulder pads and the arm pads is just, I don't know, what did I use? I used Balthasar Gold as the darkest one with Agrex over it.
Yeah.
A little bit of Runelord Brass and what's the name?
I never heard of the Godverdomme paint, to be fair.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. Leave me alone, dog.
The darkest one that the Balthasar. So I did Runelord and Balthasar as a mid-tone, and then from the top parts I did the Sycorax Bronze.
Ah, cool.
And then everything that's like in the dark is Balthasar and Agrex, so it's not looking that shiny anymore. It's a bit dulled down and dirty and blackish in the recesses and stuff.
Nice. Now for this bit underneath his arms, like the armor of his belly, or in this case, no, this is not the gut. I'm just adding a bit to here. Cover up the metallics. Revan, you are so quiet, my dude. Are you alright? Or did you have a long day?
You just had a long day. Went home at 20:45.
Damn!
Yeah.
I hope you get paid those hours.
Yes. Every fucking second I get paid.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I'm the bitch of the company.
You're the bitch of the company?
Yeah.
What do you mean, dog?
No,
That's
I'm the only.
usual.
Huh? Same as usual. No, it's everyone left at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Then the other woman, which is working with me in the office, left at 4:13.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave at 5 p.m. But 5 minutes before, my boss called and said, "Yeah, we have a customer that the pipes are clogged." And I said, "Yeah, what should I do?" Yeah, driving there and help them. I asked him, "Did you watch the clock?" "Yeah, I did. You go now." "Ah, thank you."
And then you said, "Thank you, Daddy."
No, I smashed the phone on the floor and went. Yeah. Yeah, what should I do?
Hey, as long as you get paid, to be fair.
Yeah, but this was work on the second basement floor.
Mm-hmm.
And our machines, the lightest machine has something around 35-40 kilogram.
Oh my god, okay.
And then bring it alone downstairs. It's not so nice. Anyway, I did it. And what was the reason? The people
The big turd.
No, the daughter of the customers throw into the toilet a softball.
What?
Yeah.
What a goober.
Sounds like a Nepo baby.
I was close to kill them.
Kleines Mädchen, kommen Sie jetzt hier, bitte?
Yes. I will explain you how the world works.
If you really wanted to take vengeance, you could get her mom to cheat on her dad with you, have her leave dad for
Plot
you,
twist.
get the money,
Here we go.
drop her off at an orphanage.
Here we go.
This is like the prolonged way of taking revenge. Like sweet
A woman's
sweet revenge.
revenge.
Making it
That
your
is so
life
good.
mission to...
Yeah.
Also, I don't know the true results of this, but I do have a feeling that it will look good regardless. But yeah, we might also discover the reason why I've never seen anybody do this.
What?
This approach to
Okay.
painting this.
I'm already done with the armor. I was too fast.
You were too fast?
Yeah, my armor is done.
This man. Well, now you can go grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Have to repaint the mask because someone told me it looks shit.
Judging by the laugh, that must have been Doomka.
Yeah, was a
Probably
big
Maddie.
was a big fat Dutchie.
Big
Oh,
fat
Dave.
Dutchie.
Oh, it's not nice to call Dave like that, man. Come on.
Dave's on holiday, isn't he?
Dave is not here.
What a goober.
Wait, he's visiting Gray, right?
In Belgium, yeah. In the
Belgium?
Ardennes. The Ardennes.
Belgium. Yeah, go all the way to the Ardennes.
The Ardennes. Also, don't be too reluctant to paint over black. You can do that because, you know, just be careful around like the upper part where we did the dry brushing. But the rest of it you can just, you know, go hog wild. You can paint it back to like black once you get to some final steps in you know, painting that bishop, you know what I'm saying, dog. We can note, by the way, that from partway through June, anything that's mini painting basically grinds to a halt. I had nothing to report on new releases, and the one thing that I had to report on new releases this morning, that company's website didn't function.
Lol.
What's that? Chimera and Pegaso?
Yeah, Camera, the website is down since a few weeks.
I was on it last night though.
Really?
Yeah. How'd you think I
Okay.
got the news? I couldn't sleep, so thought I'd put the document together last night.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting any like new release type of deal, so
Okay.
also for this one I think it's nice to not have the layers fully covered, especially the shadows, but that's your own choice. I don't know if you guys want to do that or not. God dang. Do you guys have non-oil or Black Templar?
Breathe while painting.
I'm sorry?
I'm forgetting to breathe while painting. I'm focused. God damn.
That tends to happen. I have the sun like immediately on my windows, so I'm just basically blinded at the moment.
So when the painting fails, you have an excuse?
No, when
Is that
the
what you're
painting
saying?
fails, I'll just accept the fact that, you know, I fucking suck at this, and I'll go back to knitting, but...
Knitting. Yeah.
Now I have Black Templar and I have Black Legion for contrasts, and I can't remember which one did what.
Black Legion was more purple.
Yeah?
Black Templar is black.
Okay. If you have Black Templar and non-oil, grab that one.
This is I didn't try yet.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, no, that's okay.
What?
No. I was talking to myself.
As we say in Dutch, een schizofreen is nooit alleen.
Yes, exactly.
I understand enough Latin.
Same saying in German.
Called him schizophrenic? Crazy?
It's never
Basically,
alone.
if you translate it immediately, a schizophrenic is never alone.
Nice.
Yeah.
But because it rhymes, basically the Dutch do not fear the wrath of God, so our main cusses and you know, potty mouth words in general is basically like really horrid diseases.
beautiful.
I'm sorry?
That's beautiful.
I think it is. To be fair, like half of the stuff really rolls off the tongue, I'm not gonna lie.
You have to send me some so that I can say them as new insults to men who bother me.
Remind me after stream and I'll send you some. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dilute the Black Templar just to have a certain measure of control, just a 1-to-1 dilution, to make sure that I do not overblow it. But honestly, like with what I have, the idea that I have in the back of my mind, I don't think would be too problematic. Because we're basically gonna darken down the metallics on the bottom. And we're gonna add a layer to the silvers and then build the silvers back up again with highlights and stuff. But yeah, by diluting your paints, you basically avoid the risk of having to repaint the whole thing instead of just, I am a firm believer of the fact that it is better to add to a paint job than to work on removing from the paint job, because removing basically in most cases means you're starting over again. You just mix them in 1-to-1. And then just apply it by basically starting on the bottom while you're there. And make sure that you fill up those lines and gaps real nice, mate. And if you respect the divider line, you'll be alright with adding paint later. On the glove, you can add it to the thing fully, like the entirety of the because this will just help with dulling down the silvers and whatnot. And what we're basically doing is we're prepping the top coat for adding a shade or contrast or ink or whatever you have laying about in order to make it look like it's true metallic metal in respect to what's above it being the source of light. I forgot the helmet. On the chest you can just slap it on. Don't think about it too much. It should basically have like no color at all down here because it's fully in the shadows. But adding it to the metallic will give it a nice visual effect. Make sure to dissect your model into like sections so you don't paint Black Templar over Black Templar with, because contrast will give you once it dries it will give you like streaks. And I'll basically just apply it to the full back black as well to have like that same effect come through. Ay, almost dropped it. Baguette. Baguette. And again, with this you can be fairly rough around the belly area because, it's not the main focus of this thing, but we do want to get him finished. You can paint up the blacks again once you're done. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. you as well, lady, while you're catching up.
What color of purple did you use as the highlights of dry brushing? I'm working to start with Nargoth Night.
I was mixing in a pink to brighten it
Nice.
up.
Okay.
You can
Will do.
use white as well if you want. There's different ways of achieving it. It will all give you a different effect. So, and if you feel like you fucked up, you can always resort back to the previous step. So, yeah, I'd say experiment. Try some stuff. Get to know your paints. I don't feel I enjoy being that cut and dry answer type of deal. I feel like you guys all have the potential to develop your own style of painting by having that confidence to, you know, experiment. All you gotta do is get your paint hours in, and I feel like this contributes to that as well. I will just wash this across everything, by the way, and then I'll do the mask as well. Did you finish your Revan, Maddie? Probably. I don't know. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Maddie's just asserting dominance like the
Yeah.
baddie shit.
Exactly, Maddie the baddie.
She shows you who the boss is here.
Exactly, man. She's gonna call me at 11 and be like, yo, I got this family with a stuffed toilet. You're gonna have to go there now.
No.
Also, we're doing this with contrast just in order to speed up the process. I would have loved to do this one in NMM, but I don't think everybody would be happy with that how do you say? Idea? Suggestion?
Correct.
Very correct.
Both made for us synthetic paints.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome.
Hello, Beck.
No one was talking to you while you were gone, I promise.
Okay, good.
Yeah, especially not me asking you if your Revan was done.
No, I've not done any more than the pictures I showed you the other day. Hold on, here it is.
Yeah, no problem.
Get that in camera. Yeah, just what I'd done the other day.
Look at you go.
Figured I'd wait for you guys to catch up, you know?
Did you say catch up?
Yes.
Yeah, Maddie's been on one, man. She's snorting them fucking bottles of resin like it ain't nothing.
Well, I'm not going to be here next week, so I figured I'd best put in a bit of effort to get something done, you know?
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm. As Maddie wasn't here, she was sympathetic to me.
I'll apply this to the bottom of the hill as well, just to have like a uniform idea of where we are at in the steps, and to understand that, like, same color reference basically. You using contrast as well is a very good way to hide like a sloppy paint job. But it's basically just another tool in the arsenal, to be fair. And be aware that if you twist the model around, that you do not touch the parts that you've painted with the contrast as well. It tends to leave very nasty spots. Now in the drying process, it should already like blend the bits together a bit more at this stage. Less of like a, how you say this, like a very hard transition and more of a softer fade. It's not so much bronzish anymore, but it does have that metallic to it. Where are you going for your holidays, Maddie?
So we're driving up north to do, well, we'll be wild camping most of the time up north. So the
Work
first
camping?
place we're wild camping.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So up here you're allowed to like wild camp wherever you want to. You don't need permission to do it.
Uh-huh.
So one of the first places we're going to is the Three Locks Way. And then we're going up to the Cairngorms Mountains.
Sounds like a lovely time, at least. Out in the wilderness.
Should be. And then the day we get back, my sister arrives, and she's coming up until Saturday. And then Saturday and Sunday we have the tiny human. So basically the whole of, like, from the, what date is that? From like the 23rd to the 30th, I basically won't be online.
Such a shame we're gonna have to miss you then.
Sorry.
You know your printer cannot handle that, right?
She's probably gonna start doing fucking calculations up in the mountains of Scotland on how to get the best possible prints. Bring her formula book
Yeah.
and everything. Taste all the different
Totally.
resins for viscosity.
Gosh, have you got the AK Extreme Metals?
No,
No.
I
Useless.
do, however, have this one.
I'm trying to work out, is...
Oh, exciting.
Lacquer base, so you need white spirits?
I'm sorry, you cut out like for a really long time and all of a sudden it was Ucker base. White spirits.
Do you need... I'm trying to work out whether you can use them with water, like normal paints, or whether I need to use them with acrylic, with mineral spirits.
The AK Extreme Metallics?
Yeah.
Give me a second, I can do a quick Google search for you.
Gonna Google that for me, thanks.
Let me see. AK Extreme Metallics.
The chrome that I've got.
It's called Extreme Metal? Oh, never mind. Here, I found it. Let us see on what basis this is made, yeah? Enamel, yes, so you need mineral spirits.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Luckily, we've got all of that out already.
You've got one now?
Got all of it out already. Mineral spirits and stuff. Basically want to try it to highlight the Revan's metals.
His metals, bro. Let me see. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to do that.
Shiny.
We're gonna put everything into place, and then in a minute we're gonna build up the layers.
Cool, yeah.
Hula. Oh. Just whatever you do, respect the hard shadows. So the mask will not catch any of the purple light because it's behind the hood over here, so you don't have to worry about that. That means that almost all of the shadows will be on like this end of the mask over here. There is a certain pattern on a mask. Kinda help you. Deciding on the shadows. And then once you have that all in place, you can just shade that with that one-on-one mix of what's it called again? Jesus Christ.
I'm fighting every immature urge in me not to say your mom.
Yeah, same.
30 years old.
Fuck it. You're all just a bunch of children, man. So, do you remember what metallic you put underneath the shade? Like the wash? Because that's the one we're gonna start building up the under layers for, and with that one we will be making the TMM. Now there is the thing about the whole TMM type of deal, because we have like conflicting light sources, which means that looking at a cylinder will have both light sources to their respective position across the entirety of the arm. So this one will be very bright, but is angled upwards in like a cross section to this arm guard, which means that its brightest point should be on this line, and it will move across the entirety of the arm bar. Sorry.
Lol.
It will move.
Oh, I hope you clip that for armbar, man.
It's a full recording. Let me see, what was that? Oh yeah, so you get like a star on here. However, that should be up on the arm guard, and then the red one should be on here as well. But we're gonna try and get that into place by undercoating those sheens basically, and then we're gonna use contrasts to blend those colors together and see if we can get like the effect basically of reflections on here. First I'm gonna do the what do you call this again, the face mask, and just fully shade it. And the face mask, we're gonna do a little bit of OSL effect on the visor. A bit down the line. But you could color it.
You mean the reflection in the visor?
Yeah, exactly. Of the red
Yeah, I
lights.
tried it, but it's black again now.
What did you run into when you did that?
It worked out, but the transition from black to the glare in the visor, I didn't like it. It was too hard, and I couldn't get it nice and soft, so I just yeeted it out and made it black again after a few tries.
All right. Well, that's no problem at all. We'll be
I know.
saving that for last because
See?
that will tie it all together once we get to that point.
I tried it like mixing some black and grays and go up a little, little
but
by
it's
little.
good that
But
you tried, my dude. It's good that you tried.
yeah, I was like, fuck him, not gonna wait, but yeah.
I hope you made a picture of it.
Yeah,
No.
not
Goober alert!
No, I don't know for sure. I made some pictures, but
Try to make always make a picture of your work, even if you're not satisfied with it, because it'll help you, like, have.
be more satisfied.
No, you can have a. How do you fucking say this again? You have a reference point basically for past endeavors. A reference point. Let me look real quick and just tag you guys along in that search that I would normally do. To source
Sure.
lighting on cylinder. Okay, weird. Yeah, so basically what we're gonna be looking for is getting these harsh transitions that you guys see here. Let's see if we can copy that that effect basically. brush, it shouldn't be too difficult, but since we're doing it kind of like a weird way,
The brush way.
obviously.
Word.
So I'll just put some lead belcher, since that was my starting metallic, onto the palette.
Why didn't you use a darker one?
Because of the shade. I was gonna need the shadows anyway, so... Oh, just see, I forgot to shade a little bit. You could do that, but if you do that, you're gonna have to... I mean, the effect should be the same, to be fair. It'll just be darker. And the contrast is nice. There's also something like... something that would have your preference, yes or no? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brighten up, basically highlight all the bits that are close to the light source. You can be a bit rough with this, just make sure that you do not like color in the bits that are supposed to be shadows. Also, for you guys, I tend to use old brush for the appliance of metallics to make sure I don't fuck up my saber hair brushes, because the metallic flakes can be a bit aggressive on hairs. You're just gonna try and paint up all the like minute details. Doesn't really matter where you put the line on the reflections, but like on the brighter spots, but what you do want to do is respect that same line for basically the entirety of the metal surface. You can dilute it as well to like blend it in a little bit like you would with a glaze.
Fuck.
Are you good?
I spotted some supports that have been primed with. Okay. Let's chip that off.
And if you're gonna like transition it back in and just paint into the solids that you already applied.
Yeah, those are things. Fuck.
And with this, again, you're not really looking for perfection. You just want it to look good and believable.
Speak for yourself.
The thing is, you're only applying 8 hours to this, so you can't be too rough on yourself, to be fair.
How on earth did I miss this? Holy shit.
You missed a big blob of sports.
Mm-hmm. Really big, like one branching out into 3 or something. There we go. That looks better.
Now I'm also putting a sharper layer on the arm guard. Because the light on the light is basically almost always like a straight shape if there's nothing withholding the reflections, like something that would create a shadow or something like that. And edges you want to prolong a little bit or make a little bit longer, so to speak. For the front one, we do the same. Now I did the edges already. We also want to do the front armbar. Now this I have not done often, so if we fail at this, we fail together. But we're never gonna learn if we ain't gonna try, and it might. I'll just be sketching out the idea of the first reflection. I'm stippling it on the this is like dotted bit for the first reflection, making it purple. Gonna star it out a little bit. And then we'll also make the red one.
I want my Cycrex bronze to be more light up.
Yeah.
What would you put beneath it to brighten it up when you put Cycrex back on it again?
Bright silver.
Yeah, so like Stormos or something?
Yeah, something like that. Should help with the reflective properties of the metallic ink.
Right piece. Doesn't pop enough for me. I want more.
More.
We are doing Jedi stuff as well. Or
More. And also you just want to respect the shapes of the armor bits. Some will be more reflective than other bits, if you like curve them. What the fuck happened to Bunko, by the way? Is she alright?
Don't know.
Haven't
What?
heard.
I have no idea.
Haven't heard from her in a million years. Also not streaming, I think. Maybe she finally collapsed after Valheiming for 72 hours straight.
Maybe.
Wait again?
Probably.
I'm off for a short cigarette break.
Okie dokie.
Goober.
Yourself, Goober.
Now, for the what you would call it over here on the like laser guard, whatever. We're gonna again respect the reflections, and they should only come from the red angle. You can do a secondary, like bluish highlight if you want on the other end, but for now we want this part, which will become red basically once we start coloring it in. And in regards to reflections on the arm guard, because I think this one will be most challenging. If it doesn't really fit, we're gonna see how we're gonna fix it. Make him look beautiful, like one of your French girls. On this one, you would have a reflection basically close to the straight up standing piece, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars specialist or a lightsaber specialist. You're gonna take some edge highlights and stuff and just color them all in. Make it look good, dog. Now for the arm guard, I am going to blend it together a little bit better. So I'm just gonna dilute my metallic like I would dilute my regular acrylics. And just pull it from top to bottom into the lines that we set previously, and on the other end we're basically gonna do the same. Down here as well, since it's like a straight edge on his arm guard.
Edgy.
Very much edgy. Everybody loves a good edging.
On their hands.
I'm sorry, what?
Kids would put X's on their hands to indicate that they don't partake in alcohol, nicotine, any substances, but they're also alternative. So it's like a straight edge.
I've never heard of this.
Same.
Is it like a were you from Ohio?
I'm from Utah.
Utah? Is this a Utah thing?
Even a wrestler with WWE, CM Punk, he put black X's on his white gloves to indicate he was straight edge.
Really?
Wow.
But I bet it was pretty prevalent in Utah, to be fair. It was hilarious because in like junior high, I'd have my friends, they'd be like, "Oh, want some pot?" I was like, "I don't really enjoy pot." "No, you need to try it." I was like, "No, I'm good. I've tried it. I don't like it." "Guys, she's just straight edge. Leave her alone." I was like, what?"
Straight edge. I've never heard of this expression.
Hmm.
It is quite new to me.
I think it was a counter movement to the punk movement because the punk movement was supposed to kind of be more ambiguous than it is, and in especially the United States, the punk movement and drug use really heavy. So I think it was to like, counter that.
Okay. Learn something every day. On the mask, try to get the glow, the highlights, like work it that way. So you're gonna leave the shadow here, and then you're gonna start brightening it up that way, towards the red lightsaber. If I'm going too fast, or if you have any questions, obviously, ask them. On this little face mask thingy over here, under the eyes, you're gonna want to respect the highlight as though it were a circle. So you're gonna want to have the highlight basically towards the lightsaber. Under here, because there's a shadow, you're just gonna add a little bit of highlighting just off the edge. And this should basically, I think this should be kind of like most of the undercoating going on. Untercoating. I've been fucking ate by mosquitoes, bro.
Oh my god, me too. Can you see my wrist?
I'm sorry, hold on. I need to put on everybody. Yeah, I think I do.
Can you see all those bumps?
Oh.
Like on this side as well.
You must be delicious, Maddie.
Yeah, we went fishing and Rev got nothing, and I'm absolutely covered head to toe.
Well, I mean, obviously, you're probably the hotter one of the two, no?
Well, it would be rude for me to say it, but
Fucking lovely, mate. Alright, now I'm gonna grab a brighter something. Just give me a second. Oh no. Brighter metallic, Jesus. I'm gonna need to stretch my legs in a minute as well. I used to have Rune Fang Steel, but yeah, gonna have to shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it real good. Let's see what it does, eh? Dude, that vortex mixer basically revives my paints.
Brush, have you ever tried to give little Bristle your paints and told him to shake it? Go crazy?
I don't have to tell him. He liked shaking the paints more than he did actually painting the eggs.
That's how my daughter is. I can just shout to her from wherever she is in the house to come shake my paints, and she'll come thundering.
If I just tell him, like in Dutch, do you want to go paint? He'll start climbing the stairs already.
Go.
So with this one, I'm gonna respect the shapes again. We're gonna brighten up the entirety of the upper portion. Have you guys ever heard of like undercoating or underpainting?
Yes.
Yep.
I used to apply this a lot when I was working on my Alpha Legionnaires. Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And just to keep it easy, we're gonna edge highlight with the brightest color because we really want those colors to pop. Duimgezicht, you good, my dude? Are you managing? Do you need help?
Zekers. No, it's working out.
Good.
Just goobering along.
Goobering the floobering.
I maybe want it even more brighter than it is.
You want it even more brighter than it is.
Yeah, I'm doing the storm host with the Psychorex over it to make it even more lighter, but I don't know.
It's not bright enough for you?
No, it's not bright enough, or my midtone is too bright, but
Could be possible.
just doing it now and just leaving it to check tomorrow in daylight
Yeah, man.
before I judge.
Before you judge.
Yeah. To be fair, a little bit of silver on the bronze, if you dilute it a little bit,
Yeah, it looks
It-
good.
is not looking bad.
No, man.
Now if it's... Yeah, you can see it a little bit on this one.
Nice.
I mean, the diluted silver isn't looking bad, and it really pops
Looks
off.
nice,
And,
yeah. Looks nice.
yeah. I just had the Stormhost quite some time on the wet palette, so it's a little bit naturally diluted.
Nice.
I actually like it.
Oh, I like it.
The bronze does shine through, but you see the silver as well, so
Yeah, it will give a nice effect.
see like a mixture or something between the two. I quite like it.
That's the most important part, my man. I'm gonna grab in a second leftover pie from yesterday.
Yum.
Leftover pie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go soon and have dinner.
You do you. Yeah, I'm trying to get us to a point where we can start like applying
In silver.
the first like metallic.
When are we going to do the swords? Next one?
I think so, yeah. Swords and then try and get the visor done since July is coming up really fast. And not everybody had their model prepared, so we had to skip that Monday.
Is the STL already being distributed for the PI session?
Yes, for the printers, yes. I will make sure that a message will be added with the proper STL in that channel that I made.
Yep.
So everything will be central. Everybody can basically find it there as well.
Yeah, if you put it up like tomorrow, people have 2.5 or 3 weeks to print it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
pretty decent.
Should be good enough.
The last run was a little bit too fast, maybe. I think you had like a week or something to print the ship.
So if you look at the model now, you're basically already seeing like reflections on the metallics. They're a bit thick, but we don't care about that. We're looking for an effect.
I don't give a fuck.
Bibby.
Oh shit. Kitty aggro. You have the model put it to a pot or something, isn't it? Oh, not even. Oh, damn.
I'm using the glove helps me keep the paint where it needs to be, basically.
Yeah, I did the same, but still, at some spots, the paint is off, even while wearing gloves. So I just print. What is it? I just fuck, man, I'm goobered. I have the bases that I ordered, like all the different sizes. I just had one base that is almost as large as the bottom part, so I just glued it back on there.
Yeah.
So I can just put it on a painting handle or something.
Basically, the only thing I touch with my glove is the
cape.
The cape.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some spots at the back that I can see the gray resin coming through already.
I can see clearly now the resin's gone. It's gonna be a bride. Ooh. Sorry, I needed to burpy burp. So for that last layer, we're going to do, I'm going to do a bright silver basically for just all the edge highlighting. Again, not really looking for perfection or anything, I just want it to look good and believable. Oh god. I have this one mosquito bite on my ankle and it won't stop.
I'm gonna type a DM to you for a cream that you should buy for your bites.
Okay. With the edge highlights, I try to again respect like the light sources basically. And I'll when we get to it, I'll just lead by example and see if we can get the desired effect using contrast. Le contraste. Actually got rated by a Frenchman today thanks to Witabi. They were very, very impressed by my control of
Just eating baguettes around.
yes, and going ha ha ha.
Fred baguette, yeah.
Right, I'm going to go and get some food.
Enjoy dinner, Maddie. Say hi to Rev.
I will do. I'll type you a message about that print later.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Much appreciated.
That's right.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Ciao. On this spot again, you can like put a little bit of highlighting on the spots where these sabers would reflect, and also put your highest highlight like in the middle of those lines that you jotted down.
Is weer terug. Met te lezen.
With the edge highlighting, just use the side of your brush. Get it into position nice and nice.
Hier.
You're gonna want to keep the shadows in their respective positions, so when you're edge highlighting, try to avoid touching the shadow areas. And just as a reminder, highlights can only occur on the spot where a light source is shining, so try to avoid highlighting any parts that would be in the shadows. Try to avoid it, yeah. And you'll want to respect all the dark edge, or the sharp edges, basically. Now it already should start looking on your sketch, like on the mask that you see here. Where the brightest point is on the mask. Again, we're not looking for perfection, we're trying to copy the brightest spots with by painting them on, basically.
Even mag je kijken.
Ja, is goed.
Doei!
Letter.
This one, try to edge highlight into the darkness a bit. Give you a nice effect, but do be respective of where the light source is coming from.
Are you doing the silver striping and dotting on the mask now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just all the metallics. And then again, like with the glazing and whatnot, you're gonna just respect the shape, color within your previous color, make sure that the brightness is all in place. And then I'll take the first step in a second and see if we can get the same effect basically on the by using the contrast colors. Because basically what we've done now is we've made an undercoat, and the undercoat is the idea of just throwing a filter on there, trying to mix the colors easy. But regardless of that, it all should, like the paint job in and of itself should already be giving you a idea of lighting, because I have both lights on both ends. And it should already give you the idea of where the brightest point is on the mask, for example. Or on the hand guards, the arm guards. This one is dark, but it's still like contrasted in the right colors with the rest of the model.
The armbar.
Armbar! Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. And then I'll do the contrasting so you guys can catch up. Do you want me to put the model down in such a way that you can see like the brightest points and shadows on the model? Like this?
Yes, please.
Alright, give me a second.
Building the paint pot bed, yes.
There you go.
Oh, now he's gonna EP a CP. Like the princess he is.
There you go. Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
No problem. Be right back. Hello. Your boy has returned. Hello?
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 Sorry, I was muted. Welcome back.
Thank you. No problem at all. I was just checking.
No, we all died. We had no supervision.
Acutely. Alright. I'm gonna try this on the mask because the mask basically only catches one light source. Let's see. Let's see if this actually works. It's kind of an experiment on my end as well. I've got Blood Angels red and Flesh Tearers red. Contrasts. Y'alls. I'm gonna try and do, but I gotta work quick. So I'm gonna put them on my palette. And test if I get the desired effect, yes or no. I will put them on my wet palette, and I'll use a big brush. And I will also dilute them a little bit to have a bit more control. The reason I'm using contrast is because contrast is always a little bit translucent. You could also use inks for this, for example. Where did I put the, there it is. So just again, 1:1 dilution with the contrast medium. Let's see if we can get the desired effect. The reds in general are always quite hefty in pigments, which means that's like a small surface always carries a lot of pigments with it. So a 1:1 is, I think, good enough, but we'll have to see how this goes. And I'm gonna use Blood Angels, the little bit orangey type of red, more for the shadow on this end of his mask. I'll show it before I start applying it. You can also do this with regular paints, however be sure to thin them properly. Yeah, so one of them is a bit more orangey, the other is a bit more red. So what I'll do is I'll do the orangey red more like behind the hood on this end, and a little bit on this end, and then do the red basically all across this end over here to respect basically the shadows. So I'll just work fast with this. And I'll just start from one end and blend it over into the rest of the mask. Apply it again, wet it down a little bit. And then from here on, grab the other one again, and then push that all the way into the corner to have those two paints basically blend together a little bit. And now we let it dry, and we will see whether my idea was dumb
Probably.
or I had the proper idea with this. And the other one is less covering on this side, but we'll let it dry for now. And we will see what happens. But the reason we did it also with like a subcoloring or a underpaint is because if we matte it down now, you'll basically still have the effect of the metallics being applied and reflecting in the proper way. So Blood Angel's red doesn't cover as well as the Flesh Tear's red one.
Did everybody get a larger bust like that? I got a really small one.
Who'd you order it with? Flamingo?
Flamingo. Mm-hmm.
Maybe he no. Horde asked me what size I wanted it, and I said I wanted the body like 12 centimeters tall, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is like 5 inches. Could that be?
That looks like 3.5, 4.
Okay, probably. My head calculating ain't properly.
Hands are easy for me because I have long fingers, more like a man.
Like
so
a
seeing your
man.
hands like a man. I'm a well-hung lesbian.
Wait, what?
I'll try this one by diluting a purple and see what the effects is for that. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. I like this. Makes it a little bit more authentic, to be fair with you guys. Just experimenting on the fly.
Definitely. Like a validating human thing.
I'm just gonna add purple to this end over here, see how that looks. And basically what I've done is I've taken purple paint, just diluted it with water, and I'll just apply it as a filter to see how well that goes. No, I'm not too happy with the mask, but I am happy with how the shoulders look, to be fair. I'll probably need a few layers, but you'll want the sheen of the metallics coming through still.
You can do the cheeky way. Use like Drucci Violet or something as a shade.
Yeah, you can try that as well. I'm just like experimenting live now as well to give you an idea of the possibilities to make like that undercoat really, come out.
Make it poop. Yes.
And basically what we've done with this is we've prepped the entirety of the model already. By adding the layer, you will see the different colors still, but it will also be like the undercoat will already start like reflecting the light. This probably is gonna need a second layer, but I'll try that again. If you're confident enough, you can try that. You can try this as well for yourself. I might even just paint in. We could save that for next time, but we might even just try and paint in on this end a very bright red on the metallics, as it should be like highly reflective of the blade. Do you guys enjoy like experimenting like this, or do you just want like, clear-cut answers to all your painting questions when we're doing something like this?
I like the experimenting. It's fun.
Bourbon, did you fall asleep?
Probably. I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Bourbon did.
Hey, DED, bruh.
I'm gonna head out. I might pop back in, but I think 2 hours. I need a big old break.
You do your thing. I'll probably be gone in a few minutes because I really need to go to bed.
Understatement of the year.
But I'll be streaming on Wednesday. And otherwise, lady, I wish you all the best of luck with your lactose intolerant bout.
Thank you, so kind.
Take care.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Boy.
I'll also be doing the lower end of this one, color him purple, to have like that schism in between the two. Make it a little bit more visually interesting.
Thought when you said schism, Bourbon might pop back in, but
Burbanus, are you okay-is? That was it for tonight, man. I'm fucking absolutely knackered.
professional goober.
Absolutely. and not afraid to flaunt my gooberness. I think next time we'll just take everything, finish up these bits with the contrast, or you can go and do it yourself, of course. But I think the light on the pauldron is quite nice. Probably have to brighten up this a little bit, but
Yeah, just keep working.
yeah, we'll just keep pushing through. Show me yours, brother man.
You want to see mine?
Yeah. Nice. Do you believe your own paint job?
Always.
Always. I'm the best around. No one's ever gonna keep me down. You're the best.
Als ik niet geloof in mijn paintjob, dan had ik het niet